Welcome to another episode of Chips and Salsa, where we talk about security at Intel. I'm Jerry,
I'm CRob.
and today we're talking about an exciting expansion to Intel's bug bounty program called Project Circuit Breaker. So,
Ooh.
we launched our bug bounty or open bug bounty program in 2018. We continue to see excellent results year over year, as seen in our annual product security report.
I've heard of it.
Yes, and our 2021 product security report goes live tomorrow. So this is a sneak peek at
Ooh.
our bug bounty numbers. And as you can see, our bounty program is a big part of our proactive strategy and has contributed an overall 43% of the issues that we see in the 2021 report, and total of 39% over the last 3 years since
Nice.
we started doing that report.
That's some pretty excellent results, Jerry. And we're with Project Circuit Breaker. I think Intel is really going to be increasing our investment into the research community. When you look at Project Circuit Breaker, think of it kind of as an umbrella program under which we're going to host many different types of hacking challenges. For example, we already started our first event, which was called Camping with Tigers. And this is what I look like whenever time I go camping. And that exercise concludes in May in 2022, and I think it's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool event, and what's unique about it, and the goals of Project Circuit Breaker in general, is that in this one we're working with 20 elite hackers from around the world, and through the program we have provided all of them with Core i7 systems,
Nice.
codenamed Tiger Lake, so latest platform, and hence the name of the event, Camping with Tigers. So it's really cool. I'll try to avoid saying that again. Just kidding. We started this event with 2 months of training sessions with these external researchers to kind of teach them how the platform works.
Mhm.
And then there's this ongoing collaboration with Intel product engineers. That's kind of a unique thing for us through this program.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Cherry. I know that our product security reports in the past have shown that most of our bounty submissions were for issues found in software and applications, component drivers, types of stuff. And this has been very helpful. But when you look at the change in Project Circuit Breaker, we're focusing the research more tightly into our hardware space. And to do this, like you mentioned, we're providing training and education to help build that expertise at the hardware and firmware level in that research community, which, as far as I know, is unprecedented. And so, at the same time, these researchers are bringing their expertise and their perspectives and approaches to our security research. So, I really think it's a win-win situation.
It really is, but enough from us. Here's Katie Noble, the director of our bug bounty programs, talking about Project Circuit Breaker.
Hi everybody, I'm Katie Noble. I'm the director of Intel's Bug Bounty program. So today we're going to talk about a new initiative that Intel is launching. But before we get into that, I want to back up a little bit and talk about what is a bug bounty program and why they're important. So a bug bounty program is an extension of a vulnerability disclosure program. It's a program that pays external security researchers for new vulnerabilities. And they're really important because there's no single solution to cybersecurity. So as the community evolves and as cybersecurity changes, threat actors and threats continue to evolve and adapt as well. And so this means that on the defensive side, we have to be able to use every tool that we have available in our toolbox to make sure that we can protect our customers and defend and build better solutions. So bug bounty programs over the last couple of years have become more and more widely adopted throughout industry. A lot of companies, you'll see them at the Googles, the Facebooks, the blockchains, even Airbnb has a bug bounty program. And so we at Intel have a bug bounty program too. Now, they're still not widely adopted at all companies. So there are still a lot of companies out there that don't have basic bug bounty programs, and they don't even have basic vulnerability disclosure programs. So there's no real avenue for security researchers to report vulnerabilities to companies if they find something. So kind of now that we sort of have talked about why bug bounty programs are important and what a bug bounty program is, I want to talk a little bit about some other initiatives that we're working on. So while it's important to have a bug bounty program so that we can intake those findings that are reported to us, it's also important for us to be able to grow and expand our outreach with the security researcher community. So throughout my career, I've noticed something that really hits home to me, and it's that we talk a lot about security researchers, but I'm not entirely sure how much we talk with security researchers. So with that in mind, I'm really excited to announce a new initiative that we're launching called Project Circuit Breakers. So the Project Circuit Breakers campaign is really the next level of Intel's bug bounty program. And what this does is it expands out our regular bug bounty program. That's our open continuous bug bounty program that exists on any Intel branded product. But what we're trying to do is really create an environment where we can host events like trainings and show and tell sessions and targeted hackathons so that we can really bring in and build that the community response. We're really trying to focus those external security researchers so that we can create opportunities for future collaboration and really get ahead of those adversaries' ability to leverage security vulnerabilities. So with the Project Circuit Breakers campaign, our aim is really to meet the security researchers where they are. We're looking to talk with the security researchers, not at the security researchers. So we're trying to build a community where we can share learnings and ultimately improve the security of our products by really asking those security researchers to throw everything you've got at our products and see what comes out. That way we have really a good chance to find those vulnerabilities, triage those vulnerabilities, adapt, and get ahead of the curve when it comes to that threat landscape. So this is one way that we can harness the security researcher community. I think there's no single way to answer cybersecurity as it grows and evolves, but this is one thing that we can do. So if you'd like to get more involved and you'd like to help out, what we're really looking for is security experts who are able to help us lead training events and show and tell sessions and participate in some of these new and exciting events and initiatives that we're going to be launching over the next couple of years. So if you want to reach out to me for more information, please always feel free to do so. And with that, I'm super excited, and I hope that you are too.
And to help understand the value from an Intel product engineering perspective, we spoke to Tom Garrison, who's the Vice President and General Manager of Client Security Strategy and Initiatives in our Client Computing Group, about the value of the program brings and the types of interactions that we're having with participants. Hi, Tom. Thanks for joining us to talk about Project Circuit Breaker. So as the VP and GM of Client Security in the Client Computing Group and the executive sponsor of this Camping with Tigers event, what's the value that you see in an event like that?
Well, there's really a couple of different values. The biggest one for us is it allows us to further engage with the security community and work with some of the best researchers in the world. And by doing that, we develop a deeper understanding of our researchers develop a deeper understanding of our platforms. And the value for us is really that in the end, we get that focus of these incredibly bright people on our platforms, and we can identify vulnerabilities and do so even sooner in the product's lifecycle. So the whole idea of the Camping with Tigers program is that it's an accelerated program that is oriented towards the early part of a new platform's life. And so what we want is these really smart people hammering on the product and trying to find any vulnerability that they might early in the device's life. And then we'll take all of those understandings and learnings. We'll make that platform safe relative to the vulnerabilities that are discovered, and we'll take those learnings and apply them for all of our future products. So it allows us to pull in the learnings by at least months, if not several quarters, from when we would have had it in the past.
Very cool.
That is pretty awesome. Do you foresee? I know it's still early days in the program, but do you foresee that we're going to get a lot of benefits out of this collaboration with the researchers?
Undoubtedly, I think we already have. We expect it, so it's a time boxed event, meaning it lasts for about 6 months, and there's certain windows within that 6-month period, and depending on when vulnerabilities are found, they're eligible for certain payouts for those. So we incentivize finding the issues as soon as possible. But in addition to even just the vulnerability discovery, we also are doing trainings with these researchers so that they can understand, how the platform is meant to work in different aspects, whether it be hardware or software. And so even if we found nothing, which by the way, we will find items, but even if we find nothing, we have this great opportunity to collaborate back and forth, and for us to help educate these researchers with the way the platform is supposed to work, and then through that exchange, maybe we can find some new things from a vulnerability perspective.
Any other final thoughts you want to leave us with, Tom?
Well, I mean, I'm excited about it. Camping with Tigers is a great first step, I think, and I think it's a great example of doing the right thing, and focusing on trying to make your product as good as you possibly can. And in our case, we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're reaching out to the best, brightest minds in the world, and this is not the last time we're going to do it. We're going to continue to do these on an ongoing basis and try to build out, the greatest depth of understanding and knowledge possible when it comes to security and vulnerability analysis on our platforms.
Wow, that's excellent. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for coming and sharing with us today, Tom. This is excellent news.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Well, thanks, Tom, for all those valuable insights. Folks can go to www.projectcircuitbreaker.com for all the information about the program. And CRob, we also want to point out that our existing open bug bounty program is still up and running.
It definitely is, Jerry. We have a broad portfolio of products here at Intel, and we're just expanding the tools in our tool belt that are all part of our product security assurance efforts. Now, if you want more information about that standard bug bounty program, you can go to intel.com/security.
Awesome. So, well, that's it for this episode of Chips and Salsa, and we'll definitely cover more about Project Circuit Breaker and the events, and especially the results of the Camping with Tigers events in future episodes.
Yeah, and we want to thank all the folks at Intel that worked so very hard to put this together. I'll send a big thank you out to all the security researchers that submitted to our bug bounty program since 2018. And we want to wish good luck to those 20 researchers engaged in the Camping with Tigers effort. We'll see you all next time.